DVC, I have to sit and I have to really wonder, what's the deal? Why so many of the brothers don't like Vasyl Lomachenko? I mean, I get that y'all can be mad that, they hyped him up. Okay, I get it. Old media, they hyped this guy up. We don't like that. Okay, I'm with you on that. I don't think he's number one pound for pound. Hell no. I didn't like the way old media hyped this guy up. I didn't like the way how they promoted this guy, pushed this guy. And then you got old idiot, bucktooth, buttermouth, biscuit face Bud. You got him over there, and he still don't understand that they're not gonna hype you up, okay? They're not gonna do anything to hype you up. But I don't want to digress in this video, okay? But when you look at Vasyl Lomachenko, just the fighter, and I'm talking about the fighter, I'm not talking about the guy that y'all dislike because of old media. We're not talking about that. I'm talking about Vasyl Lomachenko, the fighter. And I look at his resume and I'm like, you know what? He's got a few quality fighters on his resume. Guys, I want y'all to be real. In this age right now, 2020, fighters right now don't have a lot of top fighters on their resume. Because this is an era where the best truly don't consistently fight the best. That's why I'm always coming on here saying that MMA is beating the hell out of boxing when it comes to the best fighting the best. Guys, that's a fact. That's not something that I'm making up. It's a fact, okay? MMA kills boxing when it comes to the best fighting the best. But I look at Vasyl Lomachenko, he's got top fighters on his resume. He's got some. Like, I remember, man, and this is the thing. When people are saying that Vasyl Lomachenko, he's afraid to fight Nicholas Walters, okay? The fight gets done. Tell me something. How's Vasyl Lomachenko able to get that fight with Nicholas Walters? They got the deal done somehow. But then we got Devin Haney and Gary Russell Jr. They can't even get the fight to happen. They can't even make the deal. I mean, they did all this talking. The fight don't get made. I don't get it. But everybody want to say that Vasyl Lomachenko, he's a coward. He's ducking this person, ducking that person. So he goes in. He beats Nicholas Walters, where people said he wouldn't fight. Nicholas Walters got power in his hand. And Vasyl will never fight Nicholas Walters. He fight him. Takes Nicholas Walters to school, okay? Took the man to school. Beat Nicholas Walters so bad he had to quit. Quit because he was so embarrassed. Excuse me, our airplane's flying over. But does Vasyl get credit? Nope, don't get no credit. Guess what happened? Well, Nicholas ain't fought in 3 years. Well, who the hell told him not to be so inactive? I mean, who the hell told Nicholas Walters to be sitting up there in Jamaica to be so damn inactive? Who told him that? Didn't nobody tell him to get in the ring. He got in the ring and he got schooled. Vasyl got no credit for that. He beat Gary Russell Jr. Every excuse in the book come out. I had problems with hydration. And, it was an off night. It was off night. No, Vasyl took you to school. Oh, I had a knockdown that they didn't catch. No, he took you to school, okay? He took Gary Russell Jr. to school. Vasyl Lomachenko, he's got a good resume. The resume is not bad. When I look at his quality of opponents, yes, he may not have a lot of fights, but I'm looking at the opposition. He's got some quality opponents. He got some quality opponents. I mean, he got more quality opponents than Tank Davis do. He got more quality opponents than Devin Haney do. Okay, he got more quality opponents than Teofimo Lopez. And I think Teofimo Lopez's resume is starting to get there. I mean, he fought Richard Comey, he beats Lomachenko, got Lomachenko's scalp on his resume. I mean, but let's really think about some of these other guys. And I know Devin Haney desires to fight the best. Devin Haney is calling out the best. So I give Devin Haney a pass. I give him a pass because at least Devin Haney is making the effort to say, I want to fight these guys. But do y'all remember when Vasyl Lomachenko, they was coming for Tank Davis' neck? And this is a fact. He wanted to fight Tank Davis bad. Guess who protected Tank Davis? Oh, y'all guessed it, Floyd Mayweather Jr. Would not let Tank Davis get in that ring with Vasyl Lomachenko. No, not even. Vasyl Lomachenko wanted that boy here on a platter. Nope. They wouldn't give it to him. Floyd would not make the fight happen. But where are the Tank Davis excuses? I'm sorry. Where's all the heat for Tank Davis? Vasyl wanted that fight. Vasyl Lomachenko gets called out by Guillermo Rigondeaux. And we can say, well, Rigo ain't had nobody else to fight. He had nobody else to fight. You had Scott Quigg and Leo Santa Cruz and Carl Frampton. These people didn't want to fight him. We can say all that, but still. Rigondeaux wanted to get in the ring with Vasyl and Lomachenko, and that's what happened. Okay, Vasyl goes in there, schools Rigo, make the man quit. The man quit. Well, he was too small. Well, he was this, he was that. See, all the excuses fly. He fought him. Rigondeaux, that's a top fighter. I don't care what the size, and you want to say, oh, he was this, he was that. Look, he's a top fighter. A lot of people duck Rigondeaux. Yeah, we can say, yeah, but they were in this weight class. So Rigo called this man out. They made the fight happen. The fight happened. But why, guys, tell me, why is it that Vasyl and Lomachenko can make some of these fights, make some of these decent matchup fights happen? Why? And you look at Luke Campbell. I think Luke Campbell was a medalist. People was taking a dump on Luke Campbell. I thought he was a medalist. That's what I thought. I think Vasyl's resume is decent. Vasyl just don't have the amount of fights that some of these guys got. But I think he's got a pretty good resume. He's not a number one pound for pound, but he got a good resume, and he's not afraid to fight top competition. I'm sorry, and now he fights Teofimo Lopez? And people still saying that this man was garbage? Wait, no, we can't, no. I can't let y'all off the hook for that. No. Because if Vasyl Lomachenko is garbage, okay, where's the smoke for Tank Davis? How do you explain that? And we need to save some of the smoke for Shakur Stevenson. We need to say, he's not fighting a whole lot of top contenders, top challengers. I'm talking about people a fight that we want to see. No. We wanted to see Lomachenko versus Walters. We wanted to see Lomo versus Gary Russell Jr. We wanted to see these fights, and we got them. We most of us did want to see Lomo and Teofimo Lopez. We wanted to see this. We got it. So, who's really a scrub and who's a bum? Guys, you can't come on here and start making videos saying that this man is garbage. How? How can you prove that? Can you really prove that this man is garbage? I'm sorry. And he fought Lopez. He could have said, no, I don't want this fight. He could have easily been like, nope, I'm done. I ain't finna fight this guy. But he took the fight. And then you got Devin Haney and Gary Russell Jr. They can't even make the fight happen. They can't even get the fight done. The fight, whoever thought it was, the fight don't get done. Have y'all noticed that with Vasyl, when these fights get announced, they tend to make these fights? I'm sorry, the man, I know some of y'all slow, but I'm gonna go down the list. Gary Russell Jr., top competitor. Guillermo Rigondeaux, we can say he was undersized. That ain't Vasyl's fault. He called out Vasyl. I don't want to hear that, oh, he ain't had nobody fight. Shut up. Nicholas Walters. I don't want to hear he ain't been around boxing for 3 years. Shut up. I don't want to hear that either. Nicholas Walters shouldn't have got his ass in the ring. Crazy. I give him some credit for Luke Campbell. And then Teofimo Lopez. Hey, man, those are some top opponents, okay? You can't disagree with that. If you telling me that Nicholas Walters wasn't a top opponent, okay, fine. Teofimo Lopez not a top opponent, okay, fine. Gary Russell Jr. not a top opponent, okay, fine. If you telling me that, then the man garbage. But I know if you're a boxing fan, you know better. You know better. I'm sorry, okay? Lomo, he's not a bum. And I think some of the criticism of old media is valid. I agree with you guys. I think some of that criticism of old media is completely valid. But I think some of the criticism on him being a bum, I think is invalid. Because y'all not coming with nothing. How about we start putting the pressure on Shakur Stevenson? And especially Tank Davis. Especially, at least, guys, at least I can say that Devin Haney, he wants a body in the ring. And I think after this win, he's going to frantically call out Teofimo Lopez. And that's what it need to be, man. We need to get these young guys fighting each other now. Not when they get 30 and 32 years old. These guys got to fight now. See, when Vasyl Lomachenko was 28 and 27, and he was trying to get a hold of Tank Davis, how come Tank Davis couldn't get to work? I mean, why? I don't think Tank Davis was going to duck along. I think Tank Davis would have took the fight. Why? Why can't these guys fight in their 20s? And hence you have the problem in boxing. Hence, this is a clear problem in the sport of boxing. I mean, I give respect to Lomo, but he's 32, you know? He's not a 26-year-old Lomachenko anymore. It's not that guy. When you turn 30, you move differently than when you're 25. And when you're 35, you move differently than when you're 30. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, but I think Lomo does deserve some respect.